Hello, hello. This is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I ignite your leadership to the next level. I'm so excited to share with you about calendars and all things scheduling. It just occurred to me the other day that I have a variety of tools for scheduling that I thought I would share out with friends. And I thought, let me just go ahead and share it out in the universe widely because they're some of my favorite tools. I have used forever a traditional calendar that has everything you need to include written down on paper, but I have turned to online calendaring in more recent years to help keep straight calendars for not only myself, but family members, for projects and tasks and other items. So if you can hear me, put a one in the box. And if you're joining me for the replay, type hashtag replay. I'd love to share with you. One is just the idea of being more productive. We have so much going on in a given day, and there are some tools that you probably are familiar with. But if not, thanks for taking pen and paper down and writing down. One of two is Google Calendar, which is a great resource just to calendar items, setting up things in a color coded format, or having repeat information that can be put into a calendar. You can also link in now Google Meet, Zoom, and other types of online platforms directly from Google Calendar. And so I love the fact that you can link in not only the scheduling capability through online streamlining, but also that you have the capability to add documents and others to invite along. And so I always think of ways that I can be more productive. And so I don't know about you, but I just think that there are great ways that we can be more resourceful in what we do, constantly thinking of ways, one, to be more efficient with our time, and two, to make sure that we are conducting ourselves professionally always to maximize our resources. So the Google Calendar is a great way to link in not only documents, items, patch in scheduling tools if you need to for color coding. I match up calendars for myself and family members so I can tag other family member calendars for groups and organizations. Those are in there as well. And also being able to tie in with your calendar and your contact list. So, a really great resource to go online if you have not already. I know there are a lot of people who use this, but I was recently sort of astonished that some people that I work with were not aware of some of the technology with the Google Calendar. That is a free platform that allows you to do scheduling across obviously multiple calendars in the case that you're working with people. But obviously, if you're trying to do some sort of collaboration, it allows for you to do that in a color coded format and also tagging. One other tool that I have found to be really helpful is the Cozi app. I don't know if others are familiar with that, but Cozi, COZI, it is one that families use so that you have multiple people who can use that app, log in and access their own calendar information or schedule that. So for lessons and for practice and for commitments across a family or for a group or organization, it's a wonderful way to keep track of everyone and to make sure you've got everybody in the same loop lined up. And I find that to be remarkable because often there are things that are dropped or not remembered, or if you need to change a scheduling time. I am actually putting out some future rollouts, if you will, some tutorials on some of these because I am all about productivity in the work that I do. It's often challenging to think about how one can be more productive in a busy time. And paper calendars, while they have their place, and certainly to be able to quick look up, it's easy enough to look on your app. You can also schedule this on desktop across Android and iOS and be able to do desktop scheduling as well. And so if you weren't already aware, these are some my mind great tools that if you're not already using them, please go ahead and get them set up. And I find that I can flip back and forth between a business calendar, professional calendar, family calendar on both of these platforms. And the reason being that we have to think of more efficient ways to maximize our time. Also, if we have changes to things, notifying each other often is a text message or scheduling requires back and forth. But in this case, you can go across one app and be able to schedule, have the interchange of ideas. And so certainly I welcome your questions and comments in the box. If you have a favorite app that you use or a tool, please drop it in the box to share it. I always like to learn about new ways to be productive and to maximize time for scheduling, coordinating, collaborations when you're working amongst groups and partners and others. It's just a really great way to think about doing things in a more efficient way. So, anyway, again, this is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, and I ignite your leadership to the next level. You can follow me across social at Dawn McCoy Books, and I encourage you to join me on Sunday evenings for Leadership Reflections, discussion about all things leadership, communications, and this, one of my favorite topics, productivity, to make sure that you are becoming a better leader in what you do. So, whether or not you're home, business, personal, or otherwise, looking forward to connecting with you and hearing about how you keep a calendar and what's working for you. Love online tools. So if there's something that, again, is resourceful for you, please feel free to share. Well, that's all I wanted to share today, just to touch base. Until we meet again, be enlightened, be enriched, be empowered. Take care now.